What's up? Welcome to Hamilton Daily, episode 5. So, today we're going over what exercises are best for fat loss, I don't want to get big and bulky, and alcohol and fat loss. Those are our three we're going over. So, getting right into it. Number 1, what exercises are best for fat loss? So, when it comes to fat loss, we all know that there's no such thing as spot fat removal. By spot fat removal, I mean, if I want to get rid of, the bat wing area back here, I can't do tricep extensions out the ass and get my tricep fat removed. Or I can't do crunches all day and get rid of stubborn belly fat. Or I can't do the adductor machine all day and expect to get rid of inner fat or inner thigh fat. That's what I mean by spot fat removal. There's no such thing. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Now, thankfully, though, if you want to get rid of fat anywhere in any of those places, there's all the same thing we do. We all know it's about training and calorie deficit and then time. But when it comes to what exercises specifically burn more calories, not like, spot fat removal because we know that's fake, but what exercises burn more calories is your compound giant ass exercises. So basically what that means is you have the exercises that involve more real estate of you, like chest, back, legs, that involve big pieces of meat. That's going to burn more calories. Multi-joint, so big movements like overhead presses, chest presses, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups. Those kind of exercises that involve multi-joint and multi-muscle group, those are going to burn way more calories than a normal isolated like bicep curl or side delt raise or something. That's about it when it comes to what exercises burn more calories. Because the thing is, the bigger body parts and areas you work, not only does it take more calories to do those exercises, like doing a full squat or deadlift is going to burn way more calories because it's way more difficult than doing the quad extension machine, because you just got more involved and your output is greater. But also, as you get stronger and gain some lean muscle tissue, not getting big and bulky necessarily, but gaining some lean muscle tissue, that's also going to allow your body to burn more calories 24/7, not just when you're in the gym. So the same thing goes for getting big and bulking up, is use these bigger body parts, and that's going to also help with that too. But that's another subject. Next. This actually segues nice and easily into this. I hear it a lot. I don't want to get big and bulky. Well, and most of the time that's from women. That's what this is targeted specifically for, is this one's for women. I'm afraid to get big and bulky. Just to let you know, when it comes to women and getting a lot of size, like a lot of, muscle hypertrophy and getting huge, it's extremely, extremely difficult for women to do that. Just because of you guys don't have the testosterone that men do and a few other things like that. But essentially that's it. It's just really hard for you guys you girls to get that size and get that big. I could literally put a man and a woman through the exact same 3-month, 4-month muscle hypertrophy program, and the guy will get so much bigger than the girl would, just because of the nature of it. That's just how it is. So from a woman's standpoint, don't worry about getting huge or getting big and bulky, because otherwise, if it was, you touch a dumbbell and you blow up, we'd have a lot more female big bodybuilders. The other thing too, a lot of people overlook is, in terms of gaining size, is if you're trying to burn fat and lose weight, you should be in a calorie deficit, right? Where you're taking in less than what your body burns. Well, if that's the case, then you're not going to be gaining a lot of weight, because even if you're lifting to gain size, because you are in a deficit, you're taking in less than what your body burns. I've got girls right now that are trying to be big, that are like in figure and physique shows, that are trying to get huge, and they're eating, they have to eat a ridiculous amount of food and train their ass off to get any size. So don't worry as much about that. Just still lift in your rep ranges and still lift heavy and do these big movements, but stay in a calorie deficit and you'll be fine. Last thing, alcohol and fat loss. So when it comes to alcohol and the goal of fat loss, or muscle gaining for that matter, it basically is all about what's consistent and what's not. Because we all know, nothing specifically is in and bad of itself. Where, I like donuts and pizza. If I have donuts and pizza every day, it's going to be hard to get my goals. But if every once in a while I have some donuts and pizza, it's not going to affect me. Alcohol is the same way. Now, the thing with alcohol is, do I suggest it every single night? No, absolutely not. That's when we're getting into consistency, and whatever you do consistently is your result. So if you're consistently drinking every night, then that can hinder your fitness results. But if it's do it on a cheat day kind of thing, you should be fine. And even if you do drink like during the week or whatever, keep the numbers within your profile, like your calorie ranges and macros and all of that, because there's a big difference in, like, say, a shot of vodka and Diet Coke and a huge margarita from your local Mexican restaurant. There's a big difference in sugar and alcohol and all that. So do a little bit of research before you go drinking and see what the nutritional content of your drink has in it and make it fit in your numbers. So, but I don't necessarily suggest drinking a lot while trying to attain your fitness goals, because there's a few other factors in that can limit it. So hope this helps. I'll talk to you guys soon. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera. If you guys know of anyone that needs to hear this, hit share below or tag them in the comments. Also, if you guys have subjects for the next episode you want me to do, comment below and I'll see what I can do. So I'll talk to you guys later.